In your 30 plus years with Clutch, was there any stories that you can tell that involved a concert or a tour that went wrong in some ways? That like I said about talking about learning, but was there ever a part where something during a concert went wrong or wild, etc.?
Um, sure. I mean, there's been, people have been injured. I mean, in nightclubs, when there's a lot of alcohol involved, things go sideways usually. And I think my tolerance for that is I don't notice them as much, and that's probably not a good thing. Um, the I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, this is something that could have gone a lot worse, but didn't. Um, we were on tour with Mastodon years and years ago, and we had a van and a box truck for the gear, and the crew was driving the box truck, and we were driving to Lawrence, Kansas. They were ahead of us by a couple hours, and the box truck rolled several times into a ditch and basically exploded. And one of our guys was in the back of the box truck on road cases on a sleeping bag and woke up in a field under the stars of Kansas. When the cops rolled up, they assumed everyone in the box truck was dead because of the state of the truck. Um, Thankfully, no one was dead, and no one was actually really injured except for abrasions. And when the van arrived at the shop or wherever it was at, I saw the state of this truck. I just broke down in tears.
Hmm.
Just nauseous. And then, believe it or not, those guys, we rented another box truck that morning. And they put all that gear in there that was still covered in grass and mud. Um, and they put it in the box truck. They got back in the box truck and drove to Lawrence, Kansas, and we arrived half an hour before our set. And in a lot of ways, that was one of the more meaningful shows we ever did, because it was like when you get a glimpse of it all getting taken away, it really makes you appreciate, you know, what you have.
Yeah.
And there's been other things, there's been, um, I think we did a show in France maybe about a week after um, the attacks there. I forget what year that was. Um, at the Eagles of Death Metal concert, and that was one of the first shows in Paris after that, and there was this palpable energy of "fuck you, we're gonna have a good time," and that was similar in some ways. It's like, wow, it's so fragile, and when you get a glimpse of it all getting taken away, you really appreciate it. I know that's morbid, but that's part of life.
Oh yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Creative Space Podcast channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you can be notified for more content in the future. Thank you once again.